Welcome to Roy's Studio Adventures. At Sessions on the River, by the way. That's Chris Curry lurking in the background. With me is John Genet. You know, I got a ton of questions, and you'll probably not want to answer any of them. But let's start with the past before we talk about the present. So one interesting story. I went to see you, I think it was last year, at the Palmwood. You were doing an outdoor gig.
That was 2 years ago, actually,
2 years ago?
only because we got rained out last year.
Okay, so 2 years ago. So I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to pop in and see John. He's going to do a little song and dance, and I'll, meet some friends. I go there, can't find a parking spot. I thought, what the heck? Can I see like 1,000, 2,000 people milling around, drive around? I could not find any place to park. I ended up on this guy's lawn. So I figured he must be at your gig anyway, so he's not gonna call the cops on me. So I get out. There must have been 3,000-4,000 people there. So my question is, when you do those venues like that, do you typically get that kind of turnout?
Well, you're talking about the Crystal Beach waterfront gig down there, and they do just a fabulous job down there. That we are fortunate to open it up every year. The year that you're talking about. So yeah, there was a couple thousand people down there.
Oh, for sure.
And the food trucks, always amazing. And they fixed all the parking this year, and it was just a great gig.
So tell me about that band that you had and the music that you were playing, and then we'll talk about Las Vegas.
That's a Tragically Hip band. That's my favorite, to be honest with you. That's the Canada's best band that we just love to do, and that's it's called the Tragically Trip. Was the Trip? Now we added Tragically Trip to it. Sounds great. Yeah, and we're just out there having a lot of fun.
How long were you doing that particular?
That's been going since COVID started. We started working on that when COVID started. That's when we came back from Vegas.
Okay, so how did you get to Vegas? How does a guy from now wait a minute? How does a guy from Fort Erie?
That's a good question.
How does a guy from Fort Erie, bartender? I know you were a bartender because you worked with my son. How do you end up getting
your son's an outstanding guy, by the way, unbelievable.
Thank you. How did you get to in front of a band, being a performer and performing in Vegas? To me, I don't know the story, so let's hear it.
It's kind of an interesting story. It really is. I didn't leave Fort Erie because I didn't love it here. I left Fort Erie because I had some issues. I had some issues with alcohol and staying out too late.
Why am I laughing?
It was terrible. Well, we're laughing because we're still here to talk about it, I guess.
Having a glass of wine.
And so I had a buddy that moved out there, and Joey Bones. And I left a party in Crescent Park one day at 6 a.m. And on the way home, I had a chat with myself, and I said, if I don't get out of here now, I don't know if I'm going to be around very much longer. So went out to Vegas to clean up and change my life around. And
now, when you went to Vegas, were you already doing music?
No.
So what did you think you were going to do?
You've got to watch out who you talk to in Vegas, because I was at a party and just having a couple of beers, and I said, I always wanted to sing. You musicians, just nightlife kind of people, and I always wanted to sing in a band. I've always loved music. Growing up, my parents always had the music on and was always influenced by music. And 2 nights later, I was auditioning in front of a drummer guy. And 2 weeks after that, we had 5 guys within our work environment that just started jamming together. And shortly after that, we just started playing little bars around town, and just kind of kept going up level by level. It was pretty wild.
So when you started, did you know the kind of music that you wanted to play?
No idea.
No idea. So
I know what I liked. I liked Springsteen and the classic rock stuff, like that kind of stuff. The whole trick of the deal is to just find something that's in your range. If you're not a professional singer, right? I'm not trained or anything like that. And one thing led to another. After that band kind of fizzled out, they started paying these tribute bands all big money, double, triple what they're paying, your regular cover band. So we kind of just started digging into that. Kind of flung around the Who and the Police and different acts that we wanted to do. And a friend of mine said, you look a little bit like Bono. So I put some glasses on, and that was the beginning of that gig. Ran a couple of ads, and that was a pretty successful band. We do some shows every year. We'll go back there for St. Patty's Day, and we'll try to get him back here this year. But that's a great band. Had our own residency at Planet Hollywood for 6 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty good ride there.
So when you go back to Vegas, do you pretty much go to the same spot, the one spot in Vegas, or is there just...
It kind of fluctuates.
Does it?
Last year we went back to kind of the place where we started the whole deal, which was Lake Las Vegas. Joe out at the pub, out at the old Dubliner there, really liked us from the beginning, so we played hundreds of shows out there. So we went back there this year, but we do Fremont Street or the New York, whatever presents itself.
Did you meet some interesting, I won't say people because I'm sure you did, but entertainers?
Well, one of the really cool guys that we ran into and hung out with for a while that actually played bass for that band was a guy named Les Warner, who is still touring today. He was a drummer for The Cult. And what a fantastic guy and talented guy. And so he helped us along a little bit and filled in on some bass and got us some pretty nostalgic shows at the Riviera, some places like that. But yeah, really cool. But you just never know who you run into out there. You're playing blackjack or playing on a machine and movie stars, Michael Jordan, whoever's sitting next to you. We used to attend a lot of the UFC fights out there.
Oh.
So we ran into I was yelling in Shaq's ear one night, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
No kidding. You miss it?
I miss the weather. I miss the job I had out there. I miss my bandmates and my friends. But, I didn't leave here because I didn't like it here. I loved it here. I got out of here at the time to save my life.
Yeah.
And it's really good to be back.
How many years did you spend in Vegas?
There were 22 for me out there.
22 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you planning on... Okay, so that takes us to the present, I think.
I left in 97, came back right when COVID started.
Okay, then what happened?
Well, that's why we came back. We came back to get the hip stuff going. And it's just been I just love the music,
so now
man.
You've moved on from the hip.
No, we still have the hip in place, but we'll have a second identity, same group of guys, and we're going to flip out some Rolling Stones and some Beatles.
How did that
as a one
How
show.
did that happen?
It's just we've been pounding the hip now for 5 years, 4 or 5 years now here. And we love playing locally. All the guys love playing locally. And we figured we just change it up a little bit now. And what better way to change it up with two of the greatest bands of all time.
Sure.
It's all singable, it's all danceable. And we're pretty excited to get it rolling. We're going to rehearse in a little bit here tonight. We're going to try about 5 or 6 songs. So we'll start introducing them into some of the hip shows and start selling that as well.
Well, so you're going to stay mostly in the Niagara region?
Yeah, we kind of moved over. So we just, the trip just we just signed it for about 12 of these Northern Heat Ridge Fests that we're really proud to do. And they go all over Ontario. Mm-hmm. So that eats up a lot of the Saturdays during the summer. So the goal is to offset, we want to be busy. We want to play 3-4 nights a week if possible. And we'll have a second act to plug those other dates in.
Over the course of years, you must have done a lot of interviews.
You?
Yeah? Right.
Never more comfortable than this, though. Because we talked about what we were going to talk about. And I said, let's just go on and wing it. Let's go have some fun.
That's what I do. Just wing it. So did you ever have a bad experience?
I talked about it today.
I want to hear about
This is terrible.
Good.
This is great. So we did a morning show in Vegas. The U2 band did.
All right.
And it's 6:30 in the morning. Who sings at 6:30 in the morning? Unless you're still up,
Yeah, you haven't.
I guess, which is a stupid question too. But so I forgot, which I am very famous for to this day. I forgot the lyrics coming out of the gate. So I'm just for 45 seconds, and it's live. You can't. There's nothing you could do about it.
Wow.
And we recovered, thank goodness. But yeah, it was. I think I went purple there for a while. It was not good.
What about an interviewer that threw you either a dumb question or a curveball? Did you ever have that happen to you?
Oh, I don't know. You know how to handle that. Just answer and look right at him. I'm sure the answer makes no sense at all.
Oh, anything memorable behind the scenes that you could talk about?
The first one was we played this really cool venue called Vamped in Vegas. And I shared this with my wife, so it won't be a big deal. But first time in a green room, it was just great. and you get to order whatever drinks you want and everything else.
Nice.
But so we were sharing the stage that night with the Doors band, and they brought their own backup singers. So and I'm still, at the time, I was still fit. I'm still old. I'm old now, but I was still old this is maybe 15 years ago, 17 years ago. Oh. And there's these hot backup dancers in the green room, and it was just, I'm sweating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Which I said to the guys, it's too bad this wasn't 25 years ago, So it was awkward.
Age matters.
It was cool. Age matters.
Oh my God. Age and what do they say? Image.
Yeah.
Image.
There's another one. We were doing a show out in somewhere out just outside of Vegas, and it was a really cool outside gig. And it was maybe we started the sun just was going down type of deal. And I went. It was an outdoor stage, and it had these stairs coming up. So I went backstage for some reason, whatever the deal was, to get something to drink or whatever the deal was. And I came running back up the stairs, and there was a little steel bar that I didn't see. So I took, at 20 miles an hour, 2 steps, and it just walloped me. Give me a fat lip. Well, I looked around, and nobody was there. I mean, it really bounced me pretty good. I was seeing stars. So it was in the middle of the song. I bounced back up there and just wiped my lip off, and you had to be there. But it was pretty funny. And I couldn't share it with anybody because nobody else saw it.
That's hilarious. Is this business getting harder?
It's getting harder to get gigs, I mean, it really is. It's the bar scene, how the margins are not easy to do. So to pay bands $700, $800, $900 a night it's not an easy thing to do. We just love and thank the people that keep doing it because it keeps it alive. We have a lot of great talent here in this region, man. It's really awesome to be a part of it.
I'm aware of that, and that's
awesome.
One of the things I want to do through Roy's Studio Adventures is to find that talent and say, listen, I'm here for you.
Well, Roy could help you do that because Roy was a star in the day, man.
I heard.
Amazing guy, amazing musician.
Yeah.
That's part of my deal was coming home, was I wanted to hang out with those, because I idolized those guys growing up. I got a cool story about that.
Go ahead.
A good buddy of mine, who's just a fantastic sound guy, JB, Jim Winnie. Do you know Jim Winnie? No. JB Productions.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, he's huge out here. He's the man.
Yep.
Him and I went to see the Black Crowes in Rochester when I owned Johnny's Roadhouse up on number 3 Highway. And we went in a snowstorm. We went to what we thought was the theater. The first stop we went to was the wrong place.
It was a gas station.
Oh, we ran out of there, finally got the right spot. And I remember sitting down and are you familiar with the Black Crowes at all?
No.
Probably not. You should give them a shot. They're just Southern rock, blues. They're just amazing.
Good.
And the front guy, he comes out. It was a little theater, smaller theater, 2,000 or 3,000 people. And he comes out and does the first song, and the place erupts. And then it goes up 10 more decibels. And I think I just dropped out of college, and I was still a big hockey guy. But I remember in my mind saying, I wouldn't want to be the president. I wouldn't want to be Wayne Gretzky. That's the guy that I would want to be right there.
Really?
Because it was just, and I was not singing it. That was not in the game at all that time. But yeah, music's just always grabs you. It's just the best. And the new act's going to be called Erie Road, by the way. And we're excited about it. But so we got John Maroof, new bass player, and Steve Gorman, and the new guitar player. And those guys are in another band called Strangely Steve. So we've kind of merged together. So they'll be opening up the Trip shows and Erie Road shows. And then they have a lot of their original stuff.
Do you have a gig that we can promote right now?
We're going to be here at Sessions on the 29th of this month.
Oh, okay.
So we're really excited about it.
Is that a Friday? Is that a Friday?
It's a Saturday.
Friday, the 29th.
So Strangely Steve will open up the show about 8:30, and then the Trip will do three full sets, and we can't wait. We'll sneak in a couple Beatles and Stones tunes in there too.
I love it. Have you been in in this room before?
Oh yeah, we played here a few times. My other two guys are John Feelick. John's one of the owners of the music store in Stevensville.
Right.
Great people over there.
I'll have to drop
father,
it.
please do that. Yeah. They're just unbelievable people. And then Chris Cole is our drummer.
We're going to tell everybody that's watching this video, if you haven't been to Sessions, if you haven't seen John Genet, November the 29th.
Sessions, more importantly. Get down here to see this
You
building.
have
It's
you have to
beautiful.
come in here and enjoy the ambiance. We're sitting in the bar area right now. It's very quaint. And then around the corner, you've seen the recording room.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? So if you're a musician, that's the place you want to look.
That's the place you want to go.
And if you're just for a good time, take a hard right.
Videos, the whole gig. It's pretty bad. And then they got the upstairs too. You've seen the upstairs.
I haven't been up there.
Oh, it's gorgeous up there. Beautiful place, man.
Nobody would believe that that's here in Fort Erie.
You said it earlier. Best kept secret.
It is. Did you ever have an interview that you thought was going to go a certain way and it just took a hard right?
Fortunately, I'm always kind of hooked. We've always had fun. I mean, it's not like I'm on TV every day or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
Well, you can't get flustered.
no, you know,
So if you throw you a curveball, you hit it out of the park.
yeah, and most of it's on the radio anyway, so you can't tell you what's going on. I was a broadcasting major. I wanted to be a broadcaster.
Really?
Yeah, that's what my real pipe dream was when I was a kid. Special hello to my bandmates, and my beautiful wife, and all the wives that let us continue to do this. Love you, Mom.
And until next time,